up, guys? Kravin 600 here. Back at it again with another vlog. We are going to go downtown for a bit. It's about 7 o'clock, so it's kind of dark. And I wanted to go ahead and give the nighttime vlogging a thing, just to see what it's like. So my allergies are still acting up really bad. I want to go ahead and apologize for the last video. I had a lot of mic cracks, peaking of the mic, if you will. Look at that plane. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. I want to. Bumpy road, I'll tell you that. So I stayed true to my fact of what I said earlier, was don't come to Nashville because of the road conditions. They suck. They got potholes everywhere, and they ruin your bike like that. I'm doing my best to try to avoid them, but I mean, there's not really much I can do. I sway to the left, I'll hit a pothole. I'll sway to the right, I'll hit a pothole. And a lot of it looks like water, because it did just rain today, and you can obviously tell that the road is wet. So I'm trying new positions for the mic, and I don't know how well it's going so far. I know that I can't really scream too loud because of the fact that it will definitely peak the mic, but I might be able to fix that in Sony Vegas when I edit it. So who knows? I might be able to. But that's a lot of editing that I have to try and tamper with the audio. I'll use Audacity, Sony Vegas Pro 15, or it's not really Sony anymore, it's actually just Vegas Pro 15. And I'll also use Photoshop to edit my thumbnails. That's pretty much it. Those are the only 3 applications that I ever use. I tried using Premiere Pro by Adobe, wow. And I kind of got the hang of it, but not really. I don't feel confident to make another video out of it. The reason why I say that is because it's really weird. Oh my goodness, I hate this road. 90% of the roads in Nashville fucking suck, I'll tell you that. Yeah, no, Adobe Premiere Pro, it's just really weird trying to mess with it and everything like that. And you know, I tried doing a video with it last time, well, like the first time when I was doing the engine rebuild series, or the engine installation series. And basically what happened was I couldn't do anything with it. It wouldn't let me eliminate the fisheye. It wouldn't let me basically try and crop the video the way I wanted to. And the only way that I could be able to get rid of the fisheye is by using Sony Vegas Pro. But you have to do that manually by hand, by like frame to frame, and cropping and adding an animation to it. And quite honestly, I just don't feel like doing that. It's way too much time consuming. Another reason why I don't want to use Adobe Premiere Pro is because last time I tried to render something from there, it took like 5 to 6 hours. Sony Vegas Pro or Vegas Pro 15, it took me about the length of the video to render. So like, let's say if I made an hour-long video, it would take about an hour, maybe a few minutes longer, just to render it all. And that's in 1080p, 60 frames per second. I highly recommend for you guys who are trying to edit videos and everything like that, don't use Premiere, don't use Movie Maker. Use Vegas Pro. And if you can't get it, there are ways to getting it. And I mean, it's not really hard. And I got mine through a download, through a backdoor of a program that I have. And I've never had any problems with it. I've always referred to Vegas Pro 15. Stupid bus. I don't know how many times I say stupid bus, but yeah, stupid bus. But I've always went back to Sony Vegas Pro back when it was Sony Vegas, because I had Sony Vegas Pro 14 or 13, sorry. And then just recently, when I got my new laptop and all that, everything like that, I downloaded Sony Vegas. God, see, Sony Vegas, Sony Vegas, Sony Vegas. I'm used to saying Sony Vegas. It's Vegas Pro 13 or 15. And apparently they're coming out with another one, but I might just stick with 15 because of the fact that it just reminds me of Sony Vegas Pro 13 and 12. And it's a lot easier to handle because of the fact that it's so much alike and there's not much to add on and everything. He was asking for it. But Vegas Pro 15 is so much alike 13 and 12 that I just kept it because of the fact that it was so much easier. And I see these updates for 16 and everything like that, and I see what it has for the plugins and everything like that, and yeah, I gotta say I'm pretty impressed. But I just want to stick to something I know, and I wouldn't have to update all the time or upgrade all the time. I'd rather just stick with something that works, you know? I'd rather not keep upgrading to something that could be better. I'd rather just stick with something that I know. And Photoshop is something that I know. I use Photoshop CS6. Now, I didn't start off with Photoshop CC or Photoshop CC5 or something like that, or the 5.5. I didn't start off with those. I actually started off with CS6. And I know that there's probably a lot more better ones out there, but because of the fact that I started off with Photoshop CS6 and I kept on using it, I grew accustomed to it. I like the theme for it. I like the layout for it. I like the fact that it's not missing anything and you can add plugins to it. That's what I like about it. And then Audacity, I mean, that's pretty easy. It's common sense. It's simple, and it's also free. But Audacity is something that, you know, I'm still kind of working with, but being able to edit my audio and then just plugging it in to Vegas Pro 15 is something that I really like doing, especially when it's already in the converted file that you need it to be in. Now, if you don't convert the file, then you're kind of screwed. You have to change it from like an AVI to an MP4 or MP3 or something like that, or vice versa. I can't remember exactly what it is. But as long as you already converted it to the file that you need it, Sony's Vegas 15 or Vegas Pro 15, it picks it up already, and all you have to do is just plug and play and edit from there. You crop it, you can make it louder. Even after editing it through Audacity to clear up the background noise, to make it normalized, to compress it and all that stuff, just to make it sound more crystal clear. And that's one of the reasons why I think I might be getting a new mic, because it actually sounds like I'm talking inside my helmet, and I heard it when I first played the first video. And I mean, I can edit it. I haven't edited it yet, but I mean, it's just something that I'm going to be looking out for. You can hear the bike just fine, you can hear me just fine, but if I get too loud, the mic peaks, and it's something I really don't like, because I want good quality audio, you know? Right now, I'm using the Lavalier. It's L-A-V-A-L-I-E-R. That's the microphone that I'm using right now. And I mean, I've used it before, but this one goes straight into the GoPro Hero 4 Black. It already has a USB port for it, or USB male to female. It's not one of those things where you actually need the 3.5mm adapter that goes into the USB. So that's the actual mic that I'm using. It's not the one with the adapter, but the one that already turns and converts into the USB. And I mean, the reason why I went with this mic before is because I had it before, and the audio was not bad. It really wasn't. Now, I'm not saying the audio here is bad. It just doesn't sound as good quality from the mic I had before. And I want to try something new, especially if this mic is not going to work out for me. Especially if I can't edit it the way I want to edit it. And I mean, it's something that's really going to bother me. So the first video I was making all red lights. This one I'm making all green lights, which is not bad. Making good timing. I have to go to Nashville to pick up my wife. She's just now getting off of work. So I'm kind of curious about a few things about how other people ride. I use all of my gears. When I'm going 35, 37, I still go up to my 6th gear. I'm kind of curious of whether or not, if everyone ever is, you know, commuting like this, going maybe like 10 miles or whatever, or 15 miles, and they're on 35-mile-an-hour traffic or roadways, do you use all your gears? And the reason why I ask is because of the fact that I hear some people on their bikes, they go down, you know, 35-mile-an-hour roads just trying to sound loud and whatnot. And, you know, I want your personal opinion, and I want your personal opinion of how you do it and what you believe is the correct way. And only because of the fact that I hear a lot of other things, that you can blow your engine if you don't use all your gears, you can fuck up your transmission if you don't use all your gears properly. And it's just something that kind of hung on to me. And so I'm just kind of curious, and I really want to know. No, I'm kind of curious to, you know, how you guys ride and what's the correct way of riding. You know, I mean, it's something that hung on to me because of the fact that there was this one guy who had a car, and it was a stick shift, and he didn't use all his gears, and he ended up fucking his transmission up. Now, I know I'm talking about a car. I know that. I'm trying to relate that to being a bike because, I mean, you gotta think about it. You got 6 gears in a bike, but you have to shift to them manually, just like you would a car. And I mean, it would make sense that what I say would apply to being with a bike as well. But I just wouldn't know. So that's one of the questions I really have to ask. So if you guys are ever wondering what the Batman building is, it's the AT&T building behind the Bridgestone building over by CNC. The reason why they call it the Batman building is because it has 2 spikes coming out of the towers. And there's a few pictures on the internet where it has basically a lightning strike actually coming down and hitting the towers. And it's cool because I think in the picture it hits both the points. Turn left too, buddy. This is what I'm talking about, but it's a lot worse on like Friday and Saturday. You know, you get all these tram cars and shit, and all these people walking like they own the place, and it's just something that happens. which we're probably not going to be able to go because everyone's going to try and cross that street while everyone's trying to turn left. And on the weekends, it's bad. I'd be sitting here for a while. If that light were to turn green and these people over here would try and walk across the street like they own it, we'd be sitting here for a very long time because of the fact that they're trying to cross the street. Like so. Look at this. See? And this is what happens. And it's a lot more populated now than it was earlier, but that's because nighttime is happening and the freaks come out. And I can't necessarily do rev bombs because downtown Nashville at this hour is full of, well, cops. So this is what happens. I mean, it's bright and it's nice and cozy and whatnot, but all this traffic, all these people, this is the reason why I don't come down to Nashville, because it's just populated. You got this shit. That's something I like to do. I give them something to woohoo about. Until a cop comes up behind me and says, "Fuck you!" And it's loud. It really is. It's just all these fucking people. Thank you. She says she likes my bike. This is what happens. And watch, the light's gonna turn green and people are still gonna want to cross the street. Maybe not, I might get lucky. But then again, that's the turning lane up there, so. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get some gas and I will catch you guys in the next vlog. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. And what are you doing? And I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and I will catch you guys in the next vlog. I'm gonna try and upload these before I go back on the boat. That way I have at least some content to work with. And no, I really hope you guys enjoy it. The questions I asked, don't forget to give some answers. I really want to know your guys' opinion. And I don't know, we'll figure it out from there, I guess. Anyway, this is Kravin 600, and I hope that you guys really enjoy downtown Nashville, because I sure as hell don't. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep on Kravin, guys.